And we are live. Hello, my wonderful people. Thank you again for being here with me. You know, what most people get wrong about failure. This is the topic we're going to discuss this evening. Embrace failure as growth. I still remain your sister, Blessing Iloms of Bniloms Digital. I am a nurse by profession, and by the special grace of God, when I was almost dismayed and wanted to pack my bag and go back to Nigeria, where I originally come from, I I found a digital business model that suited me at that time, because what I was looking for was time flexibility and also time freedom and financial stability. And it was like it was getting difficult to come through until I came across this digital business. And it has been a wonderful journey all throughout. So today I am going to discuss embrace failure as growth. Most people get it wrong. They just get it so wrong about failure. They think failure is a dead end, when in reality, it is the door to your next level. When in reality, failure is the door to your next level. Every success person you admire today once failed. Not once, not twice, not thrice. They failed. But why are you seeing them is because they did not quit. So today, let's talk about how to embrace failure as growth. How to embrace failure as growth. That's the introduction to my talk. And once again, if you are joining me today, or if you're going to watch this later, I am here to help everyday people build flexible online business that brings time, freedom, and financial peace. And if you've been struggling lately, feeling like your efforts are not working, this message is for you. And please stay tuned and comment on the comment sections, because your comments will really help us to know if we're doing good or where we have to improve. So let's redefine failure. Failure is not final. It is setback. It is a feedback, sorry. Failure is not final, it's a feedback. Failure is not a punishment. Is preparation. So when you start something and you fail, don't look at it as if the universe is punishing you or God in heaven has forgotten you. No, no, no. Failure is not a punishment, rather, it is a preparation. Every failed attempt is simple information guiding you towards what works. You are not losing, you are learning. And the faster you learn, the faster you grow, especially when it comes to this world of technology. You can't know it all. You don't know it all. Even the YouTube we are using now is always reshaping itself, is always updating, is always transforming itself. Why are they transforming if their original startup was perfect? So you see, when you get stuck in your business, don't take it as if the end of the world. Just take it that you have to pause and go back to your drawing board and see if there is something you missed along the line. And when you correct that, you go on. So let me just give you this punchline. If you're not failing sometimes, you are not even stretching yet. That's true. Let's take a child that is learning how to walk. How many times do they fail? Most times, we mothers, we can't even count. But that child know that whenever he fails, he's trying to stand. Sometimes when we mothers are there, we try to pick them up. But sometimes when we are not there, they will find themselves to somewhere that they will hold and pick themselves up. So they keep learning until they start working well and running. So that is not difference in your business. When I started my digital business, I thought I had everything figured out. I ran my first ad, waited for sign-ups, and nothing came. Zero. I felt embarrassed. I felt disappointment. I disappointed. I even felt like this is not for me. But then something clicked in my mindset, and I asked myself, was I better now than before? I mean, was I better now? Is it better when I was hustling, no stop, and I was building another person's legacy? My dear, just get up. This is your legacy. This is your own business. You have to build it. So I refuse to stop there. I pick up myself again with that single word that came into my head, and I went back. I studied my strategies. I fixed my message, and my next launch doubled what I expected. Can you imagine if I have fallen then and stopped there? Maybe I will not be where I am today. Let me give you another punchline here. That failure become the foundation of my confidence. Hello, Shanat Safat. You're welcome. Yeah, good evening, my dear. So that my failure at that point in time became my confidence, and without it, I still be gazing instead of growing. So, my dear, just stay tuned. If you have question, you ask me because I am on air in YouTube. Okay. 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 Now, the third session of this talk is the growth behind the failure. You see, when somebody fails in something, the last thing you can think about is that it's a growth. How can you be growing? How can you call it a growth when you are failing? But in my line of business and as a person, I found out that failure taught me how to be patient, how to problem solve, and how to lead. And I am really happy because if I was not learning from my failure, how can I help my mentees? How can I help my team members? How can I recognize what they are passing through? How can I be an encouragement to them? Sometimes life allows shit to happen because it's putting you in a position of leadership. They say experience is the best teacher. So when shit happens to you, especially in this line of our digital business, when your mentee start having problem, you will be in a better position to encourage them, to support them, to let them know that even Rome wasn't built in a day, and to let them realize that none of these big dudes that we hear their name today just wake up and become successful the same day, even though that maybe their family have left legacy of wealth for, and they wanted to do something of their own from that. They struggled, probably not financially, but they struggled to put their heads together and also do something out of their own. So never take failure as your final bus stop. Take it as a learning point. Take it as a turning point in your life. It's never a setback. It's a school, and you have to go back to your classroom, check your tutorials, and get what you miss, and move on. So that is what it taught me. And growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. Of course, come on. Growth doesn't happen in anybody's comfort zone. It happens when you get connected, when you feel your own pain. At least when you pass 2 or 3 miserable nights trying to figure it out, then it will stick. So the punch I want you to get from this is, don't cause the lesson. Don't cause the lesson that's building your next level. Let's go to session 4. Session 4 says, keep growing despite your fears. Fear will always try to make you quit early, but the only real failure is giving up too soon. Keep showing up, keep learning, keep believing, because your story isn't over. Don't quit at the point of your success. Then you will never have a success story to hell. Your next win might just be hiding behind that last mistake. Are you the only one on this digital space? No. You think that those people that is making it, that they never have a setback? They did. They did. But if they have stopped at the edge of their success, you will not see them. So do not stop. Just give it another trial. Give it another trial and give it another trial. That is faith in action, and it will surely pay off. So, my dears, I don't want to take much of our time. Let's say this. If this message hit home, take it as a sign your growth session is here. Drop a love emoji in the comments and tell me what failure taught you recently. What is that lesson you learned from your recent failure? And if you are ready to build a business that lets you grow, earn, and live on your own terms, then join my free digital workshop at bnilomsdigital.com. BNILOMS digital digital.com, bnelomsdigital.com, or comment on the comment section, or DM me, or go to my bio and send me an email with your name, and I will send to you that free webinar that will help you to learn how to become a successful digital business owner only with 3 simple steps. And it is proven. It's a proven steps. So turning setback into a stepping stone. It is from me, Bniloms of Bniloms Digital. Thank you for being here with us, and I wish to see you again next time, probably tomorrow again or next week. I'll give you time to savor what we have put out today. And please, 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 this is a new channel, and I would like you to help me with your comments, subscribe, just criticize, but please be kind. Okay, thank you, and see you next time. Bye.